Human accidentally wins in deadly alien mating ritual. Winner takes all females. The red sun of planet Corther burned high in the dark sky. Below it stood a massive stone arena, carved into the ground like a giant bowl. Thousands of alien creatures filled the seats. They roared, hissed, and slammed their claws against the stone. This was not a sport. This was not a celebration. This was the mating trial. A deadly ritual held once, every 10 years. Only the strongest male survived. The winner would take all the females of the tribe. The losers would die. In the center of the arena stood 6 massive alien warriors. They had thick armor-like skin. Long horns curved from their heads. Their eyes glowed yellow. They were the champions of the tribe. High above them, the tribe elders watched from a tall platform. Their faces showed no emotion. One of the elders raised his claw. "The mating trial begins," he announced in a deep, cold voice. "Only one male will leave this arena alive." The crowd screamed in excitement. Far away from all this madness, a small human ship flew through space. Inside the ship was a human engineer named Ethan Carter. He was tired, he was confused, and his navigation system was broken. "Great. Just great," Ethan muttered. "I just wanted to fix a satellite." Suddenly, alarms started blaring. The ship shook violently. "Warning. Unknown gravity field detected," the ship's AI said. Before Ethan could react, the ship was pulled down like a rock. The ship crashed hard. Metal screamed. Glass shattered. Ethan was thrown forward. Everything went black. Ethan opened his eyes. Slowly, his head hurt. Smoke filled the air. He coughed and forced himself up. Where am I?" he whispered. The ship was destroyed. Outside he could hear loud roaring sounds. Ethan stepped out of the broken ship. And froze. In front of him was a giant alien arena. Thousands of aliens stared at him. Some laughed. Some pointed. Some growled. Ethan took a step back. "Oh no," he whispered. Alien guards rushed toward him. They grabbed him. He struggled, but they were too strong. They dragged him into the center of the arena. The 6 giant alien warriors turned and stared at him. They looked confused. One of them laughed loudly. "What is this tiny creature?" the alien said. The crowd laughed with him. The tribe elders leaned forward. "This is not part of the ritual," one elder said. Another elder studied Ethan carefully. "This creature fell into the arena," he said slowly. "By sacred law, anyone who enters the arena before the gong is part of the trial." The crowd went silent. Ethan did not understand their words. He only saw angry faces. He raised his hands. "Hey, I'm not here to fight," he said nervously. "I'm just lost." The aliens ignored him. A giant metal gong stood near the edge of the arena. One elder lifted a heavy hammer. Ethan felt something was wrong. Wait, Ethan shouted. The hammer came down. Boom. The gong echoed across the arena. The ritual had begun. One of the giant alien warriors stepped forward. He cracked his claws. He smiled. "This will be quick," he said. The alien charged at Ethan. The ground shook with each step. Ethan panicked. He turned and ran. The crowd laughed. "Run, tiny creature," someone shouted. Ethan tripped and fell. The alien raised his massive claw. He was about to strike. Ethan closed his eyes. He reached into his pocket. His hand grabbed a small metal tool. It was a shock wrench. He swung it blindly. The tool hit the aliens. An ECK, a bright spark, flashed. The alien froze. His eyes went wide. He collapsed onto the ground. The entire arena went silent. Not a single sound. The alien warriors stared in shock. The tribe elders stood up. The crowd could not believe it. Ethan slowly opened his eyes. He saw the massive alien lying still. He dropped the tool. "Oh my God," he whispered. One elder raised his claw. "The first challenger is dead," he announced. "The tiny creature has won the first round. The crowd exploded into chaos. That's impossible. He cheated. It was luck. Ethan's heart pounded. I didn't mean to. He whispered. The remaining alien warriors stared at him with anger and fear. High above the arena, a group of alien females watched from a guarded balcony. They were tall and elegant. Their eyes were bright. One of them whispered, "That human just killed a champion." Another said softly, "He is weak but dangerous." Their eyes followed Ethan. Ethan looked around. He was surrounded. He was injured. He was terrified. He did not know the rules. He did not know the language. He only knew one thing. He was now part of a deadly ritual, and he had just killed his first opponent. The elders raised their claws again. The trial will continue. One elder announced. Ethan felt his blood turn cold. The crowd roared. The remaining champions stepped forward. The nightmare was just beginning. Human accidentally wins in deadly alien mating ritual. Winner takes all females. The arena of Korthor shook with loud roars. The crowd screamed Ethan's name in strange alien sounds. Some cheered. Some cursed. Ethan stood alone in the center. His hands were shaking. His heart was beating fast. He looked at the dead alien warrior on the ground. "I didn't mean to kill him," he whispered. The elders raised their claws. "The ritual continues," one elder announced. "The tiny creature must face the next challenger." Two more alien warriors stepped forward. They were bigger than the first one. Their skin was darker. Their eyes glowed red. One of them smiled in a cruel way. "Human," the alien said slowly, "you will die screaming." The crowd laughed. Ethan took small steps back. He searched the arena for an exit. There was none. Guards blocked every path. He was trapped. His ship was destroyed. He was alone on a hostile planet. "This is a nightmare," he whispered. The second alien charged. He was fast. Fast. Ethan ran. The alien swung his massive arm. It missed Ethan's head by inches. The wind from the knocked Ethan to the ground. Ethan rolled away, just in time. The alien roared. In anger, Ethan's mind raced. "I can't fight them," he thought. "I'm not a soldier." He spotted a broken metal spear on the ground. It belonged to one of the dead fighters. Ethan grabbed it. The alien rushed again. Ethan threw the spear. It bounced off the alien's chest. Useless. The crowd laughed louder. The alien grabbed Ethan by the leg. He lifted him into the air. Ethan screamed. The alien slammed him into the ground. Pain shot through Ethan's body. He could not breathe. The alien raised his claw. He was about to finish Ethan. Suddenly, a loud alarm sound came from Ethan's broken ship. The ship's emergency system activated. A small drone flew into the arena. It fired a bright light. The alien turned his head. Confused. Ethan saw his chance. He reached for his shock wrench again. He jumped up and struck the alien's knee. Strong electric shock spread through the alien's body. The alien screamed. He fell forward. Ethan stumbled back. The alien tried to stand, but his leg failed. Ethan hit him again, this time in the neck. The alien collapsed. The arena went silent. Again. Then exploded. The crowd was losing its mind. This human is cursed. He is not normal. He should be dead. The elders stared at Ethan. Their eyes were full of fear. "This is impossible," one elder whispered. The third alien warrior stepped forward. He did not rush. He walked slowly. His eyes studied Ethan. "You are not strong," he said, "but you are dangerous." The alien raised his hand. The guards threw a heavy weapon into the arena. It was a glowing energy blade. "This is no longer a fair trial," the alien said. "You will face me properly." The crowd cheered. Ethan felt hopeless. He held his small shock wrench. He was injured. He was tired. He was bleeding. The third alien charged. Ethan ran toward a stone pillar. At the last moment, he turned. The alien slammed into the pillar. The stone cracked. The alien stumbled. Ethan jumped on his back. He hit the alien's neck. Again. The alien roared and threw Ethan off. Ethan hit the ground hard. Everything spun. The alien raised the energy blade. This ends now, he said. Ethan crawled backward. He saw a pool of dark alien blood on the ground. He dipped his fingers into it. He rubbed it into his eyes. The alien roared in pain. He screamed. He swung wildly. Ethan stood up and ran. He grabbed the fallen spear. He pushed it into the alien's chest. The alien froze, then fell. Dead. The arena was dead silent. 3 champions were dead. By a weak human. The elders were shaking. The human has defeated 3 warriors, one elder said. This should not be possible. High above, the alien females watched. One of them whispered, "He does not fight like a warrior." Another said softly, "He fights like a survivor." Their eyes followed Ethan. Some felt fear. Some felt something else. Ethan fell to his knees. He was bleeding. He was exhausted. "I just want to go home," he whispered. But the ritual was not over. 3 more champions remained. The elders raised their claws. Again, the trial continues. They announced. Ethan looked up. His eyes were full of fear and determination. He knew one thing. He could not survive another fight like this. Human accidentally wins in deadly alien mating ritual. Winner takes all females. The arena of Korthor was no longer loud. It was afraid. 3 massive alien champions lay dead on the stone floor. Dark blood flowed between the cracks. The crowd that once laughed at Ethan was now silent. Some aliens stepped back in fear. Others stared at him like he was a nightmare. Ethan stood in the center. He was shaking. His clothes were torn. Blood ran down his arm. "I can't do this again," he whispered, but the ritual law did not care. The elders raised their claws. 3 challengers have fallen, one elder said. 3 remain. The last 3 champions stepped forward. They were different. Smarter. Stronger. One was tall and thin, with long, sharp fingers. One was wide and heavy, with thick stone-like skin. The last one was smaller, but his eyes were calm. Too calm. The calm alien stepped forward first. "I am Varkel," he said. "I do not rush." He circled Ethan slowly. "You are not a warrior," Varkel said. The crowd whispered. Ethan tried to stay standing. His legs felt weak. Varkel suddenly threw a small metal ball. Smoke. Ethan coughed. He could not see. He could not breathe. Varkel attacked from the smoke. He hit Ethan in the ribs. Pain exploded. Ethan fell. Varkel raised his claw. "This ends," he said. Ethan remembered his training. He was not a soldier, but he was an engineer. He reached into his pocket. He threw a tiny. His eyes. Ethan crawled away. The heavy alien roared. He rushed into the smoke blindly. He hit Varkel by mistake. The 2 aliens crashed into each other. The crowd gasped. Ethan ran. He climbed a stone wall. He jumped onto the heavy alien's back. He pulled out a metal wire from his belt. He wrapped it around the alien's neck. The alien grabbed Ethan. He threw him into the air. Ethan hit the ground hard. The thin alien attacked. Now his fingers turned into blades. He slashed Ethan's leg. Ethan screamed. He crawled. Blood followed him. He grabbed a broken weapon. He threw it. It hit the thin alien's face. Alien charged. He lifted Ethan. He smashed him into the stone wall. The wall cracked. Ethan almost blacked out. The alien raised his fist. Ethan pressed a small button on his wrist device. A loud sonic pulse exploded. The alien screamed. His head burst. He fell. Dead. Only Varkel remained. Blind. Bleeding. Angry. "You cheat." Varkel hissed. Ethan stood slowly. He was broken. He was tired. He could barely breathe. "I don't want to fight," Ethan said. Varkel laughed. "You don't get a choice." He rushed. Ethan stepped aside. Varkel slipped on blood. He fell. Ethan fell on him. By accident. Ethan's shock wrench stabbed into Varkel's neck. A spark. A scream. Silence. The arena was frozen. 6 champions were dead. The crowd was shaking. The weak human is a monster. The elders looked at each other. This ritual is broken, one whispered, high above. The alien females stood. They were not afraid anymore. They were shocked, one whispered. A third said softly, he survives. Their eyes followed Ethan. Ethan fell to his knees. His body was destroyed. His mind was empty. I'm still alive. He wanted to cry, but the ritual was not over. One final challenger remained, the strongest champion. The last trial. The elders raised their claws. The final battle will begin at dawn. They announced. The crowd roared. Ethan closed his eyes. He knew one thing. He would not survive tomorrow. Human accidentally wins in deadly alien mating ritual. Winner takes all females. Dark sky of Corther slowly changed color. The red sun was rising. The final battle day had come. The arena was full again. But the crowd was not laughing now. They were quiet. They were scared. 6 champions were dead. By a weak human. Ethan sat near the edge of the arena. His body was wrapped in simple bandages. Alien healers stood nearby. They did not speak to him. They did not touch him. They looked at him like he was cursed. High above. The elders stood. One elder raised his claw. The final challenger enters. He announced. The ground began to shake. Heavy footsteps echoed. The crowd slowly stood up. A massive gate opened. Something huge stepped into the arena. The champion was taller than any other alien. His skin looked like black stone. Thick armor plates covered his body. His eyes glowed deep blue. His name was Krager, the unkillable champion. He had never lost. He had never been injured. He had never shown mercy. The crowd whispered his name in fear. Krager. Ethan stood up, slowly. His legs were weak. His arms were shaking. He held his small shock wrench. It looked like a toy in front of Krager. Krager looked down at him. You should not be alive, Krager said. Ethan did not reply. He could barely breathe. The gong sounded. Boom. The final battle began. Krager did not rush. He walked slowly. Each step cracked the stone floor. Ethan backed away. He searched for something. Anything. Krag, or suddenly threw a heavy metal chain. It wrapped around Ethan's leg. Ethan screamed. Krager pulled. Ethan was dragged across the ground. His skin burned on the stone. Krager lifted him into the air. He slammed Ethan into the ground. Once. Twice. 3 times. Ethan coughed blood. The crowd watched in silence. This was not a fight. This was an execution. Krager raised his massive foot. He stepped on. Krager lifted his foot again. He was about to crush Ethan's head. Ethan remembered his broken ship. He remembered Earth. He remembered his family. I don't want to die here, he whispered. He reached into his pocket. His fingers touched a small power cell. It was cracked. Dangerous. Unstable. Krag or laughed. You pray now? He said. He raised his foot again. Ethan pressed the power cell against Krager's leg. He activated it. A bright blue light exploded. Krager roared. The blast threw both of them back. The stone floor cracked open. Smoke filled the arena. The crowd screamed. Did he kill Krager? That is impossible. The smoke cleared. Krager was still standing. His leg was burned. But he was alive. He was angry. You hurt me, Krager growled. The crowd went silent. No one had ever hurt Krager before. Krager rushed now. He moved faster than before. He punched Ethan. Ethan flew across the arena. He hit the wall. He fell. Everything went black. Ethan opened his eyes. Krager stood over him. You are done, Krager said. He raised his fist. Suddenly, a loud alarm echoed. It came from Ethan's wrist device. His emergency beacon activated. A small drone flew into the arena. It fired bright sparks. It distracted Krager. Krager turned his head. Angry. Ethan crawled. He grabbed a broken spear. He stood up. He charged. He stabbed Krager in the neck. The spear broke. It did nothing. Krager laughed. Pathetic. Krager grabbed Ethan. He lifted him. He crushed his body. Ethan screamed. He felt his bones breaking. He could not breathe. Ethan saw something glowing on Krager's back. A small energy core. A weak point. With his last strength, Ethan pressed his shock wrench into the core. He activated it. A massive electric shock exploded. Krager screamed. He dropped. Ethan. He fell to his knees. Smoke poured from his back. Krager tried to stand. He failed. He fell forward. The ground shook. The arena was silent. No one moved. No one spoke. The elders stared. The crowd stared. The alien females stared. Ethan stood. Barely. He was shaking. He was bleeding. He looked at Krager's body. I'm still alive, he whispered. One elder raised his claw. The unkillable champion has fallen, he announced. The crowd exploded into chaos. This should not be possible. A human defeated Krager. Ethan fell to his knees again. He was empty. He was broken. He was alive. But the ritual was not finished. The elders raised their claws again. The human is the final winner, one elder said. The ritual law will now activate. Ethan looked up. Confused. Scared. What does that mean? He whispered. The alien females began to move. They were walking toward the arena. Human accidentally wins in deadly alien mating ritual. Winner takes all females. The arena of Korther was silent. The body of Krager lay still on the broken stone floor. Smoke rose from his back. The unkillable champion was dead. By a weak human. Ethan stood in the center of the arena. He could barely stand. His body was shaking. His clothes were soaked with blood. He looked around in confusion. What happens now? He whispered. High above, the elders raised their claws. The ritual law has activated, one elder announced. The final winner has been decided. The crowd slowly began to roar. Not with laughter. With fear and shock. The human has defeated all champions, another elder said. By sacred law. He now owns all females of the tribe. The words echoed across the arena. The crowd gasped. The alien females froze where they stood. Ethan's eyes went wide. Own all females? He whispered. I don't understand, he said louder. I don't want anyone. The guards opened the gates near the balcony. The alien females were forced to walk down into the arena. They moved slowly. Some were crying, some were angry, some were silent. They stood in long lines. In front of Ethan. Ethan felt sick. This is wrong, he said. They are not property. The elders did not care. This is our law, one elder said. The winner takes all females. One young alien female stepped forward. Her hands were shaking. Her eyes were full of fear. You are our master now, she said softly. Ethan stepped back. No, he said. I don't want this. The crowd began to whisper. The human is strange. Why does he refuse? He won the ritual. The elders looked angry. You insult our sacred law, one elder growled. You must choose your females. Ethan shook his head. I choose none, he said. The arena exploded with noise. This has never happened. He refuses the prize. The alien females looked at Ethan. They did not see a monster. They saw a broken man. Ethan raised his voice. I am not your king. I am not your owner. You are free. The crowd went silent. The elders froze. Free? One elder whispered. That word has no meaning here. Ethan walked toward the females. He cut the energy collars around their necks with his shock wrench. The collars fell to the ground. The guards panicked. Stop him. One elder shouted. But the ritual law glowed on the arena floor. It protected Ethan. The law could not be broken. The collars all turned off. The females felt it. They touched their necks in shock. We are free? One whispered. The elders screamed in anger. You will destroy our tribe. You will bring chaos. Ethan turned toward them. Then change your laws, he said. Some alien males in the crowd roared in anger. Others bowed their heads in shame. One alien female stepped closer to Ethan. Her eyes were bright. You could have owned us, she said. But you freed us. Ethan looked away. I just want to go home, he whispered. The ritual law began to glow brighter. A new message appeared. In glowing alien symbols. One elder read it. The ritual has been completed, he said slowly. The human is now the official leader of the tribe. The crowd gasped again. No! Ethan shouted. The elders panicked. This was not supposed to happen. The law could not be changed. The alien females looked at Ethan. They bowed. Not in fear. In respect. Ethan fell to his knees. This is a nightmare, he whispered. He defeated monsters. He broke a sacred ritual. He freed an entire tribe. And now he was their leader. High above the arena, strange alien ships appeared in the sky. They were watching. Recording. Sending signals into space. The galaxy was about to learn what happened on Korth Ar. Ethan looked at the sky. He felt a cold fear in his heart. This isn't over, he whispered. Human accidentally wins in deadly alien mating ritual. Winner takes all females. Arena of Korther was still shaking with noise. Alien males shouted. The elders argued. The alien females stood silently around Ethan. He was now their leader. By a law he never wanted. Ethan slowly stood up. His legs were weak. His body was broken. His mind was full of fear. I am not your leader, he said loudly. I don't belong here. The elders raised their claws. The ritual law chose you, one elder said. You cannot refuse. The crowd began to divide. Some aliens bowed to Ethan. Others looked at him with hate. This human is a curse, one male shouted. He killed our champions. He broke our ritual. The alien females moved closer to Ethan. They formed a circle around him. Not to trap him. To protect him. One female stepped forward. Her name was Lyra. Her eyes were calm. You freed us, she said. You are not like them. Ethan looked at her. Don't want power, he said. I just want to go home. The elders whispered to each other. This is dangerous, one said. The females support him. Suddenly, a group of armed alien guards rushed into the arena. They pointed their weapons at Ethan. Arrest the human. One elder shouted. The ritual law glowed again. A powerful energy wave pushed the guards back. They crashed into the walls. The law protected Ethan. The crowd screamed. The law protects him. He is chosen. The elders were afraid now. This is out of control, one whispered. Ethan raised his voice. Listen to me, he shouted. I don't want your throne. I don't want your females. I don't want your laws. The arena slowly went quiet. I will not own anyone, Ethan said. I will not rule by fear. I will not kill for your rituals. The crowd watched in shock. No leader had ever spoken like this. Lyra stepped closer. If you leave, she said softly, they will punish us. They will bring the ritual back. Ethan felt his heart sink. He looked at the elders. You will end this ritual, he said. You will free the females. You will change your laws. The elders laughed bitterly. You are weak, one said. You cannot control us. Ethan closed his eyes. He pressed a button on his wrist device. A hologram appeared. It showed his damaged human ship. Its weapon system was still working. I don't want to fight, Ethan said. But I will protect them. The crowd gasped. Alien ships appeared above the arena. Foreign warships. They were watching. Recording. The elders panicked. If you attack us, one said, the galaxy will destroy your species. Ethan looked at the sky. Then maybe the galaxy should know your secrets. The alien females bowed to Ethan. Not because of law. Because of choice. The crowd began to change, some alien. Males dropped their weapons, some knelt, some cried. The elders were losing control. This human is turning them against us, one whispered. Ethan turned to Lyra. I can't leave yet, he said. I won't let them hurt you. Lyra smiled softly. You are already one of us. The ritual law glowed again. New symbols appeared. One elder read them. The law has changed, he whispered. The human is now the reformer of the tribe. The crowd gasped. The elders screamed. This is impossible. Ethan felt something shift. The power was real now. The law listened to him. He raised his hand. The ritual is over, he said. There will be no more mating trials. The arena shook. The law accepted his words. The elders fell to their knees. Defeated. The alien females cried. They hugged each other. They were free. Ethan looked at the sky again. Human rescue ships were on the way. He could go home soon, but his heart felt heavy. He knew one thing. Leaving now would bring chaos. Staying would change history. Ethan whispered to himself. I didn't come here to rule. But I can't walk away either. Human accidentally wins in deadly alien mating ritual. Winner takes all females. The sky above Korthor was no longer empty. Human rescue ships floated in orbit. Alien warships from other systems watched from a distance. The entire galaxy was paying attention now. Ethan stood at the center of the arena. The ritual law still glowed. Under his feet, the elders knelt in silence. The alien female stood freely for the first time in their lives. Lyra stood beside Ethan. You changed everything, she said softly. Ethan shook his head. I only tried to survive. A human shuttle landed near the arena. Human soldiers stepped out. They aimed their weapons at the crowd. Sir, a human officer shouted. We are here to extract you. Ethan raised his hand. Stand down, he said. The soldiers froze. They had never heard a civilian speak like a commander. The human officer walked closer. What happened here? He asked. Ethan looked around. Something the galaxy needs to see, he said. Alien cameras broadcasted the scene live across thousands of planets. Aliens watched a human standing over defeated elders. Aliens watched freed females bow to a human. Aliens watched a broken ritual die. One elder stood up slowly. You will destroy our civilization, he growled. Ethan looked him in the eyes. Then build a better one, he said. The ritual law glowed again. New symbols appeared. A voice echoed across the arena. The human has ended the mating trial. The human has freed the females. The human has reformed the tribe. The law locked the new rules into place. Forever. The elders screamed. No. But it was too late. The alien males in the crowd slowly knelt. Not from fear, from shame. Lyra stepped forward. We will choose our own mates now, she said. We will choose our own lives. The crowd went silent. Then something impossible happened. The alien females began to cheer. The human officer whispered to Ethan. You just changed a whole species. Ethan swallowed. I didn't mean to. Suddenly, a massive alien warship moved closer. A cold alien voice echoed across the sky. Human Ethan Carter. You have violated sacred laws. You have destabilized a sovereign species. Ethan looked up. He felt fear, but he did not move. You are weak, the voice said. You are alone. You will answer for this. Ethan pressed a button. On his wrist, human ships powered up. Human weapons activated. The galaxy watched. Everyone waited for war. Ethan raised his voice. I did not come here to conquer, he said. I came here by accident. I survived. I refused to become a monster. The voice in the sky was silent. I freed people, Ethan said. I broke a cruel law. If that makes me your enemy, then so be it. The alien warship slowly backed away. The galaxy gasped. Across alien networks, new words spread. Humans are dangerous. Humans break ancient laws. Humans do not follow the rules. Ethan turned to Lyra. I can go home now, he said. Lyra looked sad. And leave us to face the galaxy alone? Ethan hesitated. He looked at the freed females. He looked at the kneeling elders. He looked at the sky full of alien ships. I will stay, Ethan said quietly. Not as your ruler, not as your owner, as your protector. The crowd exploded with emotion. The ritual law glowed one last time. The human is now the guardian of Korthor. Human command sent a message. Ethan Carter is under diplomatic protection. The galaxy went silent. Ethan looked at the stars. He felt small. He felt scared. He felt proud. News channels exploded. A human changed an alien civilization. A human defeated alien champions. A human ended a deadly ritual. Aliens across the galaxy began watching Earth, some with fear, some with respect, some with plans. Lyra stood beside Ethan. What happens now? She asked. Ethan smiled weakly. Now we deal with the galaxy. The red sun of Korthor rose higher. A new era had begun. For aliens, for humans, for the galaxy.